Good evening, guys. How's everybody doing? First, I just wanted to say hey, and hopefully everybody's doing good. I have been still kind of back and forth about things that I want to put on my channel. A lot of my focus lately has been on growth, building a legacy, a foundation, something that my family, my kids, my spouse, whatever, we can all be proud of, right? And, I think a lot of the readers on Facebook are great, but they kind of focus on the things that are keeping us distracted from moving forward. And so I kind of wanted to be a catalyst for change in that. So I created a short reading. It's just like a 5-card reading about your legacy, creating your ultimate legacy, things like that. So when I talk about legacy, I'm not talking about, it could be riches, it could be fame, fortune, whatever. Really what I'm talking about here is like, so when you leave, right, when you leave this world, what you leave behind is your children and the impact that you made on the world. Because material things come and go, and you can be rich but really have, a soul that has no depth, and it doesn't matter how much money you have if you don't leave a mark, or if you're, don't take good care of your children and your family, you kind of leave nothing behind. So this reading is to focus on the legacies that we're building, okay? The mark that we're making on the world, hopefully for the positive here. That's what this reading is, anyways, that I came up with, the legacy for the positive. So our first card is going to be talking about what about ourselves do we need to focus on to create our ultimate legacy. So do a quick shuffle. These cards are really thick. I like them though. All right, spirit guides, ancestors, star family, and the highest of high archangels. For any of my collective who is watching, let's talk about building some legacies and moving forward in a positive direction. What about self needs to be focused on to start to create the ultimate legacy? Spirit, what do we need to focus on about self right now? Oop. The world. I think this is talking about not being afraid to complete old cycles out, beginning new ones, letting go of things that no longer serve us, and stop allowing certain things, certain people, places, burdens, whatever, weighing us down. Let it go and start afresh, right? Where can we find our passion and drive to motivate us through this? Two of Cups. So a lot of us are, doing this from a place of love. We've also held on to a lot of shitty situations out of a place of love, but were we being reciprocated the same love, or were we being drained, right? So the right types of relationships, it could be, business relationships, but really with the Two of Cups, that's talking about like a love, a solid, love foundation of a relationship where you guys can create a happy family, right? And something blocking me, the Two of Pentacles popped out. Yeah, I think a lot of us, instead of focusing on right here and now, we are kind of, it's really weird because this is more like what I realized about myself. I've been juggling through my thoughts and finances and things like that, feeling like I'm not enough, and that what I have right now isn't enough. And a lot of us don't realize that what we have is exactly enough, is exactly where we need to start, is in our home, in our home life, in our family that we have right here and now. And No more blocking out blessings because of past fears, because of, you know, we fear that cycles have ended and we won't ever get to that 2 of Cups again because the person that we loved in the past wasn't right for us, right? Or we blame our past relationship fuck ups on current relationships. So this is something that we need to stop doing. We need to really take a look at ourselves. Know that if you are in a place where you've come to love yourself, you've closed out karmic cycles, you're starting afresh and new, stop going back and forth in your mind about the past. It's over. It's done. We have to start focusing on right now. Because again, like I said, yes, money and fame is great if any of us get there, right? But if we don't leave behind a family, our legacy, a name, and, you know, some sort of impact on our family first, and then, you know, that outstretches to the world, because one day our kids are going to have kids that are going to have kids that are going to have kids. And I know I want to be that great grandma that they all talk about, that taught good lessons. And that's the legacy that we should be at this point in our lives wanting to leave behind. All right, so can I get some advice on getting started here, Spirit? Oh, 2 popped out. So the 9 of Cups and the 3 of Coins. I think this is talking about a lot of us are a lot more abundant than we realize, and it doesn't have to be material abundance. It's time to start working with like our partner or the person that we love or our family, whatever, to start really building the legacy together, because we're still that 1 cup short of the ultimate, you know, happy home, ultimate wish fulfillment, etc. You can't build, well, you can, but it's a lot more difficult to build like a family legacy, something that's beautiful and long lasting by yourself, right? Unfortunately, humans are not, what is it, snails that, or what is it, they procreate by themselves. We can't do that. And a lot of us procreate with people that we had no business procreating with. And then we take it out on our future relationships, which is not fair. So I think that we need to take a step back, see how far we've come. Yes, there's a lot of growth to be done, but to get to that last cup, that 10 of Cups, that ultimate, you know, happiness, that happy home, happy life, happy family, that legacy, we got to work together with our partner, our family. And then, so since that was the advice of getting started, what is the legacy that we will leave behind? What will be our legacy? What is the ultimate goal here for a legacy? That 10 of Coins, guys. That's beautiful. Oh, that is beautiful. We will be able to leave behind that that ultimate, you know. Oh man, that's so beautiful. And on the bottom, it is the 6 of Swords. So I think that the energy here is like sailing away from the past. We've completed cycles. We need to congratulate ourselves on that shit. We have everything in front of us that we need, right? And we are going to, we're going to build this beautiful legacy. Whether, you know, sometimes love and something special comes from the least expected of places. And, you know, it doesn't matter where you're at on your journey. I know that a lot of us have wasted a lot of time in the past, not focusing on the future. If you're anything like me, it's like you realize how much time you wasted, but then your mind jumps so far, like, oh my God, I haven't done shit for my future. I've got to, but you also have to remember that right here and right now It's technically all there is. And as long as you're abundant in your soul, you're happy, you feel loved, you have that family, you have that support around you, that is like being a millionaire spiritually. Like, there's not so many people. Like, there's people in the world who put on a fake front all the time. They have money, you know, they're married, they have nice cars, they have nice clothes and go on vacations, but spiritually they're like raped, right? They don't have that wish fulfillment. They don't have that support and love. And really, when they leave, all they're leaving behind is their money, because the legacy of their name, they didn't spend it with their family. They didn't spend it working with their children. They didn't put the time and effort in to actually teach their children and their family valuable things. You understand what I'm saying? So give it time. Work on your partnership. If you are lucky enough to have somebody, work on your partnership. Work together on your dreams and your goals, because you're only one cup away right now from that ultimate happiness. And this 10 of coins is promised to you, but you just have to focus on what's right now, what's in front of you. It's time that we stop juggling our thoughts from the past. Stop worrying about fears from the past, from failed relationships, from things that hurt us. It hasn't happened yet. If you are lucky enough to be in a relationship, it hasn't happened yet. And you have time to work on it and to really create a beautiful, beautiful legacy and a family that you can be proud of, and that you don't have to worry about, you know, what's going to happen to them when I'm gone, because you know that you were present and taught them how to do this thing called life, right? Sorry, I'm getting emotional. This reading was beautiful. And I hope that it finds whoever it needs to, because I know a lot of us have been through the ringer and been trying hard to find motivation and inspiration. And this was a collective reading, so it makes me happy for everybody. I'm sorry. All right, well, thank you for watching, and I will be back soon, okay? Take care.